Pope Francis elevates 13 church leaders to become cardinals.
Terrò un concistoro per la nomina di 13 nuovi cardinali.
The Holy Father made the surprise announcement during his Sunday address to pilgrims at the Vatican. The cardinals elect include Washington, D.C. Archbishop Wilton Gregory. EWTN Newsroom correspondent Colm Flynn joins us now with more insight. Colm, Archbishop Wilton Gregory will become the first African-American cardinal in the United States. Has the cardinal-elect reacted to this news?
Good evening, Tracy. Yes, indeed, he has. Yesterday, he released this statement. He said, "It is with a very grateful and humble heart I thank Pope Francis for this appointment, which will allow me to work more closely with him in caring for Christ's Church." And as you mentioned, the appointment of Archbishop Wilton Gregory, it's a piece of history within the Catholic Church, as he will be the first African-American cardinal to be elected. Now, Archbishop Gregory is someone who is very much seen as a leader in the Catholic Church in the United States. He was for 3 years the head of the U.S. Bishops' Conference. Before his position now in Washington, he was Archbishop of Atlanta, Georgia. And he's also a man who has been a strong advocate against clerical sex abuse over the past number of years.
In addition to Archbishop Gregory, who else will be given the red hat next month?
Well, Tracy, receiving the red hat next month, 13 in total. 2 of them are already in the Roman Curia. That's the name given to the administrative body which looks after the running of the Catholic Church. And those 2 are Mario Grech from Malta. He is the Secretary General of the Synod of Bishops. And also Marcello Samarero from Italy, the prefect for the Congregation of the Causes of Saints. Of course, he recently took over from Cardinal Becciu, who was dismissed by Pope Francis. The other cardinals in the list of 13 come from near and far, here at home in Italy, but also further afield from countries like Rwanda, the Philippines and Chile.
Colm, talk about the significance of being appointed a cardinal in the church, and how often does the Pope actually appoint them?
Well, Tracy, the significance is huge, really, because it means you really are in the running to becoming the next pope, or at least you would have a strong say in who the next pope will be. And in terms of how often a pope can elect new cardinals, there isn't really any set guidelines. It's really at the discretion of the pope. And this is the 2nd year running now that Pope Francis has elected new cardinals. Now, the appointment of these 13 is significant, the number, the age of them, because 9 of them are under the age of 80 and 4 of them are over the age of 80. Why is that significant? If you're under the age of 80 and you're elected a cardinal, it means that you can vote in the next conclave. You can vote for a future pope. If you're over the age of 80, you don't have any rights to vote. And it's very unlikely, Tracy, that you would be selected as a future pope because of your age. Unlikely, but not impossible. Remember, as Catholics, we believe that it is the Holy Spirit working through the cardinals when they select a new pope. Now, all eyes are always on which pope elects which cardinals, because the more cardinals that a pope appoints means that the more likely the next pope will be to carry forward their policies, their teachings, and their ethos into the next pontiff. And of these 13 that have been appointed, it brings in total now the number in the College of Cardinals to 232. And of those 232, 128 will be able to vote. Yesterday, after the Angelus, when Pope Francis announced this to the people in St. Peter's Square and people watching all over the world, he said that he wanted the world to pray with him, that these bishops, these new cardinals, would help him in his role as Bishop of Rome, and also for the benefit of the holy people of God.
Well, Colm, thank you so much for that report. Colm Flynn, EWTN Newsroom correspondent. Thanks again, Colm.
Thank you, Tracy.